you got to do is just breathe, breathe, and breathe some more. Everybody come on into the room. It is Wellness Wednesday, and it is time for the On Your Now show. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I am Divine T's co-host. My name is Yolanda Langford, and they call me Lady Yo.
Lady Yo, we made it another week.
And thank the Lord. I'll tell you what, it has been wonderful for me on my end. My week has been great. What do they call this? Hump Day.
Hump Day Wednesday. And our Facebook correspondent, Robert Jackson. Hey, Robert, how are you? If you all don't know, Robert is always in the chat. He's making sure that if there's something that we miss, he got us. And we're so thankful to have him a part of us because y'all know we on the Facebook side, we call it the B side, and we on the T side. I guess that's the YouTube side, right? Right.
Correct. You are correct. And I am thankful for Robert because he has joined us from, I want to say, day one. So he's seen the evolution of starting on Facebook, then Facebook to YouTube, and then on to 9 PBS.
Whoop, whoop. That's right, y'all. Speaking of 9 PBS, we actually have a new show coming up next Wednesday. So make sure that you all tune in and start setting your TVs. Just go to Channel 9 and set your TV for 1 o'clock on Wednesdays. Look up the On Your Now show and it'll come up, and then you all can just save it and watch it anytime.
And tell a friend.
And tell a friend to tell a friend right now. So everybody, we want you all to make sure that you all stay connected to us. Chat with us right now. The question right now is, Lady O, what's in your cup? What are you sipping on?
So I have to tell him myself, I've been painting outside all day. So if you see a little paint on my hands, excuse me, please. But I was painting today, doing some crafting, of course. And I made a big picture of iced tea, and it is sweet, honey. It's that like something I had back in college when I was in Louisiana. So it's sweet, sweet, sweet iced tea. And of course, I have some of our St. Louis best water. So cheers. Shamim turned me on to the St. Louis water. So St. Louis water. And I need to know, what are you sipping on? What's in your cup, ma'am?
Well, I would like to say that I'm sipping on some STL water, but I started drinking this Eternal water. I need an ad, y'all. This Eternal water is everything. It's so good. And so I drink my water. I would love to have that sweet tea, number one, because sweet tea is the thing. If you ever go to Raising Cane, that's so sweet. But I'm needing to drink my water room temperature because I can drink more. And so I like it room temperature. It doesn't have to be ice cold like in those little cups that our grandmothers used to have. And it would kind of like sweat on the outside. So
girl, it wasn't a cup. It was a mason jar. That's what my grandmother drank out.
Ours was like it kind of looked like aluminum. You all know what I'm talking about out there. It looked kind of aluminum, and it kept everything cold. It really did. Robert said he's sipping on ice cold Pepsi.
Ooh, that sounds good.
You know, we always have that. Is it Pepsi or is it Coca-Cola? Which one do you drink, Pepsi or Coke? Pepsi or Coke?
I really don't drink either. However, when I get a hankering, as they say, I will go towards the Coca-Cola. How about you? Are you Pepsi or Coke?
You know what? We have more in common than we do different. I like Coca-Cola because Coca-Cola is the real thing. All right. I liked Pepsi when Michael Jackson was all about Pepsi, but when his hair caught on fire, I was done with Pepsi. Okay, I wasn't playing with Pepsi anymore. But Robert says it's got to be Pepsi, so it's Pepsi for him. Anybody else, put in the chat. We want to know, is it Coca-Cola or Pepsi for y'all? But we have some great guests that'll be coming on, and we're gonna find out for them as well. But Lady O, while we're doing our wellness shout outs, we gotta also do our birthday shout outs. Yes. Any birthday shout outs, Robert?
Lady O, while we get Robert gets our shout outs. He always gets the celebrities because he's in the know, honey. I will shout out the people that are owners and that we have so much love for. We have Gregory Green. He is having a birthday. Octavia Duncan. Hey, girl, happy birthday. Latrell Yancey.
Hey, Latrell, happy birthday.
Tracy, you know, he was in the very beginning of the Own Your Now show. He took our pictures and he hung in there with us, and God has blessed him. He is now in Miami and the photographer, professional photographer for one of the NBA guys. So that is awesome.
That's right. That's right. Happy birthday, Latrell.
Latrell, happy birthday, Merle Latrell. Merle Latrell was on the farm. He was a farmer, dairy farmer with my dad. So happy birthday, Merle. Madison Bradley, who is also known as Madison Ryan, you know, our supermodel that lives that's from St. Louis. She's in the Ralph Lauren commercials. She's on Yves Saint Laurent. She's in all the big ads. So happy birthday to our very own Madison Ryan. And I want to say happy anniversary to Dorita and Fred Burdell. They are celebrating 36 years of marriage. Happy anniversary, Dorita and Fred. And the last but not least, I want to say congratulations to my nephew. He and his fiance, his name is Julian. Her name is MJ. They had a baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Was it a girl or boy?
It's a boy, and I won't say his name on, you know, the World Wide Web, but he's so cute.
Oh. Well, you know what? I want to have a shout out as well. Montrese, her birthday is tomorrow. So shout out to Montrese. She will be seasoned. And she's going to really have a great birthday. I want to make sure that we're going to have a great time this whole, you know, Lady O, you celebrate your birthday the whole month. So everybody knows that that's what that's all about.
And honey, watch out. Next year, I'll be the big 6-0. So I might celebrate the whole year next year.
As you should, as you should. Well, Robert has hooked us up. It is Mike Tyson's birthday. David Allen Greer, I love him. And is that SZA or is it RZA? Or who is that? Is that SZA, Robert, or RZA? I don't know who RZA is, but I know who SZA is. So
I think it's RZA.
Oh, is it RZA? Who is RZA, yo?
I don't know. A singer, a rapper. I've just heard it in the universe.
Oh, okay. And Tom Cruise. I remember him from I'm not sure what, but I remember him from some of those movies.
Mission Impossible.
And then he was in one where he was like, isn't he the pilot or something?
I believe so, but you know, I remember when he came sliding across in his underwear, whatever movie.
He's been out there for a long time. Okay, RZA is an actor and a rapper. All right. So shout out to RZA. Yes.
RZA. We're gonna catch up.
So yes, Montrese, we're gonna make sure we celebrate. That's what it's all about. I am also looking on the other side. RZA. Okay, RZA is a part of the Wu-Tang Clan and a scientist. I got a little tea, y'all. Thank you, Belle. Belle hooked us up. Thank you. See, I feel like that's what that season stuff is all about. Top Gun. Yo, that's what it was. It was Top Gun. You remember that?
I do remember. He was the pilot, and he was going through the air. I do remember that. And I think they're supposed to be doing another Top Gun. Don't hold me to it, but I think I heard out in the universe that they're doing another one.
Well, we'll listen out for it. But Dorita wanted to say thank you for the shout out, Yolanda. You know she's gonna make sure we take care of our peoples as we should. Speaking of taking care of our peoples, there's a lot going on in the community, and you all need to know about these things, right? So who should we bring up first, Lady O, to learn a little bit about what you know?
I would like to bring up Linda Robinson and Daryl Jones II.
Hey, y'all. We call them the family.
Hey.
It is so good to see both of you. Linda, you know, we go way back. And Daryl, we've done some work together too. So welcome home to the Own Your Now show.
It's so good to be home, y'all.
Yeah, welcome home. I'm going to start off by asking the lady first. Linda, what's in your cup? What you sipping on?
I am sipping on water in my cup. Yes, can't see it, but my Bob Marley cup is all about peace and love.
That's it. Daryl, what are you sipping on?
I'm taking it easy today, just sipping on some sparkling water just to end out the day. Really, honestly.
I don't know. You got that red cup, yo. He got that
the
red cup. I don't know.
That's what I was saying. I said he had to clarify because he was about to raise up that red cup.
Oh,
That red cup.
I know they haven't paid y'all that money. That's why I didn't want to show the can. I'll hold it like this sparkling water can till they pay the money, right?
That's okay.
Well, Linda, we're going to get this party started. There's so much people need to know about St. Jude, and I know you have all the information. Tell us all about St. Jude itself.
Well, I'm gonna let Daryl take care of that one, but but St. Jude, seriously, they're all about their mission, Danny Thomas mission, finding cures, saving children. So, and that's what we're about here in St. Louis, is having those events to continue to raise awareness and funds for the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Oh yeah, Linda definitely hit on that one right there. Like, so St. Jude, the Children's Research Hospital, has been around since 1962. It's a beautiful organization. And we actually work for the fundraising and awareness arm of St. Jude. A lot of individuals don't really know about that one, but that is ALSAC. So when you see ALSAC mail or ALSAC coming across your phones, understand that's also part of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
And, I have to just put a shout out. I had the blessing of being the co-chair and MC one year. And then the second year I was the MC. And I got to shout out that the first year we raised $1.6 million, something to that effect. And the next year, I think it went into the $2 million arena. And I'll tell you, we did it in one night. It was fantastic. And all the money, if I recall correctly, Danny Thomas says, no child should die in the dawn of their life.
Yeah.
And that is so important. So you talked about ALSAC. You all have a walk coming up. Tell us about the St. Jude Walk.
Yeah, so that's my baby right there. So the St. Louis St. Jude Walk is going to be Saturday, September 13th in the beautiful Creve Coeur Park. So that's the park everyone loves and hang out. So this walk is special. It's another way for us to raise awareness and funds for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And we have so many people that come together that day. Maybe it's loved ones who were patients of St. Jude or currently are patient or bereaved family, and just those who believe in the mission of Danny Thomas to come out and support. So it's a day of fun. It's a family fun event, pet friendly. It's just a day to walk, celebrate one another. And at the end of the walk, there's like a great event experience. It's going to be so much for everyone to enjoy the day of the walk.
So now, are there teams, or how do you register? What does that look like?
Yes, so there are teams. So I'm looking for 100 teams to sign up. I'm at 60 now. Okay. And what they can do is go out to stjude.org/walk St. Louis. And that way they can register as a team, they can register as an individual, and they can also register as a virtual walker. So you're probably not in town that day or you have something else to do, but you still want to support St. Jude. You go out there and register, but we're asking those who are signing up as team captains is to make sure once you register your team, go out and get people to join your team to talk about St. Jude and raise money. So we ask everyone to set a goal, because it is a fundraiser, to set whatever goal you think you can raise. And whatever that may be, you work with your team to reach your goal. And just another way to support St. Jude. And but I got to, I'm sorry.
Thank you. And real quick, Linda, before we go any further, we definitely want to shout out our sponsors.
Yes.
So we're showing that. So Window World is the national sponsor, CBiz and Kia. But of course, our local sponsors for our St. Jude Walk this year, Renaissance Financial, Triad Bank, a lot of different other organizations, Plaza Motors. And I want to bring up Plaza Motors because I know, Linda, we have to talk about, of course, one of the newest additions to the St. Jude Walk event day, and that is the Plaza Motors Auto Show. So it's going to be a great experience. We're so excited to have them join the St. Jude fold. And I'm going to throw it back to Linda because, again, like she
Yes.
said, this is her baby, and she's really built and crafted this thing. And, it's really interesting. Locally in this region actually was part of the precursor that started the St. Jude Walk. So we really want St. Louis to come out and really rally behind the St. Jude Walk this year.
Yep. And, thank you, Daryl. Great minds think alike, because I was just great. Shout out to sponsors. But I also want to shout out my honorary chair. The St. Louis Slam Women Professional Football League is my honorary chair. And if you've been following those ladies, they are in the playoffs. And yes, they're going to be champion again. So, yes, I'm so happy for them. They're excited. Of course, it's a St. Louis thing. I got to have Fred Bird out there. Louis going to be there. So it's going to be so much fun. And that's one thing about the walk I love about being in a territory. We can make it our own and have that St. Louis vibe, that St. Louis feeling there. But stay tuned. There's more surprise to come. And of course, Lady Yo and Divine T, you can have a team and do a competition.
Okay.
I'm just saying, hey.
Lady Yo is a St. Juder for life. That $2.2 million gala that she was alluding to earlier was one of the largest that we've had in the region in St. Jude. So definitely want to salute to you, Lady Yo, and of course Divine T. This is a great platform, and we're so appreciative to be invited on here today.
Yes.
Well, what I love about it is the fact that even if we're not in town, we can still have a virtual team and everybody can participate. So there is no excuse. And that's what we need to do. We have to remember to take care of our community. So we thank you both for everything that you're doing and continue to come back. You're officially owners now. We got to ask you both your wellness word for today. We'll ask you first, Linda, because ladies first. What is your wellness word for today?
Peace. Peace. Yes.
Talk to us about peace. So
peace is just something that I had to find and really understand what it really meant to me. And because my life was spiraling, and what was it? And, I had to get that relationship back with God in order for me to have this peace that I'm in now. So that means that no matter what's going on, hey, it is what it is. If it's out of my hands, it's out of my control. I'm not going to let anything or anyone stress me. So.
Amen. Amen. Say less. Dara.
For me, it's going to be grace. It's grace. I think right now is so important, just nationally and just locally. Like right now, like even looking at my own household. So a new father, so I have a 1-year-old, and every day, if you have kids, every day is always something different. And there's one thing I always say, an infant can definitely make you feel like you are the dumbest person in the world because you cannot get them to stop crying or stop feeling bad. But again, it's giving yourself grace. So again, that's in the personal life and the professional life as well. Perfection is great, but again, give yourself that grace to learn from any mistakes, challenges, barriers. So again, grace is definitely that wellness word of the week.
Thank you. Lady Yo, that right there. He said it, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did. And I want to just tell you, Daryl, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right.
Thank you.
Yes, get the sleep that you need, because it ain't going to you never going to be able to fill up your cup. Them kids going to keep you going and going and going. But it's going to be it's consistently a beautiful experience. It really is.
Yeah. And my last tidbit is I always tell parents when someone says you have your hands full, say I'd rather have my hands full than my arms empty.
That's it.
Love it.
That's it.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll see you all on the 13th. Again, Linda, what is the website? How can everybody find out?
So stjude.org/walk St. Louis. Yes.
And you can do it in person and virtually.
Exactly. Yes.
All right, y'all. Well, we'll
Thank
see
you
you
so
all.
much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Take care.
Yes.
I love St. Jude.
Yes. And they, the thing about it is when patients come in, they don't have to pay for anything.
They do not. And if you ever get the chance to go to Memphis and take a tour, it is just marvelous. It's immaculate. And then I had a chance to go into where they were developing some things for sickle cell. And I've seen some of it come to fruition. I was like, I was there when they were doing that. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. So I do love St. Jude.
Yeah. So that's a good thing. I love how we're making sure that we take care of everyone. That's what unity looks like, and we need it all over the world. Speaking of unity, we got a coalition of women. Or do we have a coalition coming up, or do you hear a bell? Do you hear a bell?
I hear a bell. Ring my bell.
I hear a bell as well. I think she's our bell, right? We're bringing her right on up. Who are we talking about, Lady O?
The one and only Belle Darris.
Hey.
Hey. How are you? What's in your cup?
I got a little water today in my little watermelon cup because I'm gonna be preparing to drink some wine this weekend. So I'm easing into it. Starting with the water.
Leaning into it. Well, I'm excited that you said yes. I love when I see you, you're performing, and I always want to just come up and hug you, but you have your violin.
Yes, thank you. Mutually.
Talk to us about, I want to go a bit back because I saw a picture of you and you said that you were violin was cool to you before it was cool to the world.
True.
When did you pick up? Is it a viola or violin?
It's a violin.
Okay.
And I started playing when I was in 3rd grade. My mom is a pianist. My dad is a guitarist. And they said that I saw the violin around Christmas time. They were doing like a, commercial on TV. And I was like, I want to play that. And they got one for me that Christmas. And I cried and said, why y'all give me this thing? But I ended up taking private lessons from 3rd grade to 12th grade. And I just love performing. I love to do it.
I love that. And, we've all seen you perform, and it's really amazing to see. Tell us, how did you come up with the soul violinist?
I wanted to come up with like a fun catchphrase. I was going with the flyer-linist because I think I'm fly when I be putting my little outfits on. But then I was like, the soul violinist, I felt like that was a little more fitting because I play everything from my heart and soul, and I'm trying to connect to people through the music.
Heart and soul.
And now, speaking of heart and soul and connecting, you have an event coming up at City Winery, St. Louis.
Yes, I'm super excited. This Sunday, I'll be performing at City Winery. This is my first time curating a show like this, but I'm going to be playing with some other string players and a band. So it's going to be a very beautiful sound, very vibey, very laid back, very cultured. It's called the Sip and Symphony.
The Sip and Symphony. Oh, that sounds like something that I would love. We would love that, won't we, Lady O?
Absolutely. And I do love the City Winery. It is a wonderful space for our artists around the world, because it's not just St. Louis artists who are at the St. Louis City Winery, but they come from all over.
Yes, they do. And I love that they create an opportunity for artists. Me and Rhoda G actually got to go perform in City Winery Nashville and City Winery Chicago last year. So I really appreciate the opportunity and just having, a brand like City Winery that really makes artists feel global and not local.
One of the things that I also love about you is you're the marketing coordinator for Walgreens Expression, where you work with the youth, focusing on music and encouraging them to express themselves. Talk to us about why that is so important.
So it's just very important to reach back to our youth, period. Times are definitely different from when we were coming up, depending on when you were raised. But for all of us, it's different now for these young people coming up. And I think that, having a way to express yourself in a positive way is important. Seeing someone look like you, express themselves in different ways. I love when kids say, I never saw a Black person play violin or a woman play violin, because it's just important to expose our youth to different things and allow them to really express themselves so we can connect with them as well.
Tell us a bit about the RAC grant.
So, RAC, shouts out to Regional Arts Commission. So, I applied for the RAC grant. RAC is another major supporter of artists in St. Louis. They're, I think, the biggest grantee that offers money and grants to artists. So, I applied for the RAC grant because, again, I work with youth a lot, and I really don't like that a lot of the things that the youth are exposed to, all of our depictions are negative. It's somebody meeting up to argue and fight, or it's just a lot of cattiness and drama. So I asked the Regional Arts Commission if I could make a docu-series following my life as a violinist, showing me working with children and doing different entrepreneurial activities, but from my perspective. So I was given a grant, and I'm super excited. I'll be premiering July 15th at the MX Movie Theater. My docu-series is called A Day in the Life. It's actually called The Detail, DITL, but it stands for Day in the Life. So you guys get to see the details, the behind the scenes, me setting up my stuff. I opened up for Tank and several other artists. I played at the Chaffetz Arena for over 1,500 students with Better Family Life. So I have some really cool footage just showing my life from my perspective.
Listen to me, I'm tickled over here. I'm just tickled. That is just fantastic. I think that's kind of like an exclusive too, Tracy. I will claim it. That was an exclusive that she has a documentary coming out. So we'll put all that information in the chat. Tell us one more time where you will be this Sunday.
Check me out this Sunday at City Winery St. Louis inside the City Foundry. Tickets are on sale right now. You can catch them at City Winery St. Louis. And I hope to see you guys. I'm looking forward to just setting the tone and have an amazing end of a great holiday weekend.
I love that. Could you tell everybody also how can they find you? Are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook?
Yeah,
We need to follow.
sure. I'm everywhere at Bell Darius. That's BELL. D is in door, ARRIS. Everybody mixes my last name up. It's not Davis and it's not Harris. It's Darius. So just like Harris, but with a D.
It's Darius. Well, we'll make sure that that's in the chat, or she'll go and put it in the chat after she's off the show. Could you tell us what is your wellness word for the week?
My wellness word is gratitude. I'm staying in gratitude mode. I'm saying thankful, grateful. We have so much to be thankful for, from breath, a roof over our heads, and in a time like we are in St. Louis right now, it's just time to be thankful and, spread the good positivity, spread the love.
We love that. We love that. And Lady O, I think we need to let them know they need to tune in to PBS because she's going to be on PBS side coming up soon. So you all just wait for the promos. That's another. You'll find out because Lady O will definitely give you all the exclusive.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on. And
thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And congrats on PBS.
Thank you. And I know I may be out of town this weekend, but I will find you somewhere this summer so that I can almost hug you when you plan.
Yes, I love it. Yes, almost. You get real close. I felt that way when Rhoda was playing as well. I was like, oh my gosh, she's just right there. So the camera was all just following them all around. I haven't been to the City Winery, and so I've got to go. I got to look into it. Because that sounds like, and you sipping too, man.
I'm about to say, Tracy, it's a plethora of wines.
Oh my goodness, I love that. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yes, everybody put her name in the chat. She's gonna put her information in as well. So y'all, look, we ain't done yet. We had the vibe in the box, but we also make sure that you all have all the tools that you need to use. We are a wellness show. We focus on emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, financial literacy. We make sure that you have the attorneys and everybody that you need. And we got the coalition in the house. Do we not, Lady O?
Yes, we have Kimberly Turner, Esquire, Jatan Dill, Esquire, and Ebony Johnson.
Yes. Good evening. We're so happy to be here. Thank you.
We are so glad that you said yes to coming on. We need to ask you that question. We'll start with you, Kimberly Turner. What's in your cup? What are you sipping on?
Well, I am sipping on Divine Tea and Lady O, some beautiful green tea with some honey and a little dash of lemon.
Okay, a little dash of lemon.
Just a little bit.
Okay, Ebony, what about you?
I actually, it's after 5 o'clock. I have me a glass of Pinot Grigio today. So I'm sipping on some wine right now because I've had a long day after work.
Yes, and you're grown, and you're grown, and you can.
Yes.
And you can. Kimberly, talk to us about the coalition.
Most definitely. Thank you again for having us. We are The Coalition, an organization that has been formed since the May 16th St. Louis City tornado. We are a group of attorneys, realtors, law students, as well as insurance claim experts as individuals and organizations, including Mound City Bar Association, the BALSAs, Black Law Students from St. Louis University School of Law and Washington University School of Law, the Realtists of Metropolitan St. Louis, and the National African American Insurance Association. And we've come together to make sure that our community who have been impacted by the tornado know their rights, are able to file their insurance claims on site in the community with our expert attorneys and insurance claim adjusters, as well as be able to go through the FEMA process if you are underinsured, and be insured to provide all the resources that we are able to protect our home ownership and make sure that we are not removed and displaced from our community because of the tornado and are able to maintain home ownership.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This is so important that we come together. We constantly say that we have to make sure we have the resources, and we have the resources. That's what it means to be St. Louis strong. Ebony, why did you say yes to this coalition, and what role do you play?
I said yes because I love Kim. I've known Kim's actually since we were in elementary school. We did a dance team together. So when she asked me to do something, of course, I hopped on the opportunity too. I'm actually a licensed life insurance broker. So just bringing my expertise, what I do know about like helping people access their money or funds, asking questions. I knew I could be a vital role and help her canvassing and getting the information out there and sharing the information too. So I wanted to join the coalition.
Well, I know that St. Louis is going to be a better place. Now, y'all have something, boots on the ground?
Yes. All boots on the ground.
Talk to us, Kimberly.
Yes, all boots on the ground. We are calling you, community, to come together. We have been in the Ville and Greaterville community since May 23rd, and we'll continue this work until July 31st in that community, and then moving to our next community. And so to complete the assignment, we are asking and calling all organizations, individuals, nonprofits, Divine Nine Greek letter organizations. Ooh, yes, lady. Yes, Divine T, excuse me, as well as any churches, just anyone who has a heart to serve and legs to walk, a mouth to talk, to come on out, because together, collectively, we share an ownership of this day to be able to make sure that our community knows that we are there on the corner of MLK and Cora with our insurance claim hub on site to help you to file your insurance claims, whether you are a homeowner or a renter. File your FEMA application with FEMA experts, as well as know your rights. We have gotten out 12,000 of our Know Your Rights flyers since May 23rd and continuing with our community support with at least 11 hubs thus far. And we're looking to have you come out so that we can meet the need of informing the community that day by 3 ways. So canvassing is one, to be able to reach the area and inform them of their rights, as well as the hub being there, walking distance from them. Number 2, if you can drive, but you can't walk, we have drivers with each of our canvassing groups because it is outside, and we carry our supplies, our hygiene kits and hot plates that we deliver to community as we're speaking with them in those vehicles. And thirdly, at the hub itself, you're able to support in whatever way is needed. So there is something for everyone to do, and we invite you to come on out to all boots on the ground, community to serve and community to be served.
Now, how can people sign up? if I say yes, I want to get out there and help, how do they actually sign up?
Most
They just
definitely.
They come to the actual
I
location
like
that we
this
have on the
show.
flyer. Just come. We need you there.
That's
Keep
right.
it simple.
Just
Keep it
come.
simple.
You do not have to sign up, but we have a link. So the link to sign up, you can find on our Facebook page. And our Facebook page, I believe it's showing there, but if not, it's simply facebook.com/groups with an S /the THE Coalition COALITION the number 1. And you'll see there on our page the link to sign up, but it's not required, like Ebony said. Just come on out, but it helps for planning. And the date, July 5th, this Saturday, July 5th, from 11 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. The location is at the Crown Food Mart on Cora and MLK. The address is 4608 Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, St. Louis, Missouri, 63113. And you can reach us at 314-479-8649 for any questions. Call or text us. We are here.
I love
Wait
it.
a minute. Call and text us. We are here. They have the information. They have the resources. Lady O, we keep talking about we're going to be all right. And that's because we really do have the boots on the ground. We ain't out here just throwing fans around, y'all. We doing the work in the community. And we're so thankful.
Yes.
We're so thankful for you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for you guys as well.
God
for
is so
sharing this.
great. And thank you for the opportunity to share and make the call.
You know, we're going to make
People
sure
are
that
going to show up. They are going to show up. Well, Kimberly, I'm going to ask you, what is your wellness word of the week?
Yes. Well, Lady O, my wellness word of the week is faith. Because I know that the faith of a mustard seed can move mountains. And God has shown that time and time again. And faith without works is dead, which is why we move our faith in action over here with the coalition. Yes.
She got that. Ebony, your word?
My word is abundance, because I think everything starts with what you believe in with God, for one. For two, your mindset. You have to tell yourself, I am abundant in whatever you claim and what you see for your life in order to manifest that and to see that come to fruition. So I'm very key on speaking things into existence and to manifest what you want, because it starts in your head.
Yes.
It does. It does. I love that you are, I feel like I want to say that you all are sisters, because y'all done came together. Y'all been growing up together, making dances and doing all the great things. And now you're doing the great things in the community. Smart, beautiful, Black women supporting the community. And you have no excuse. No one has an excuse when you have the resources right here in your community. We will make sure we put the flyer in on our page, and we'll continue to post everything. Y'all got doors closed and folks is doing the work. Everybody coming in and out. Make sure the boots are on the ground, canvassing and getting those resources.
Yes.
We're going to be all right.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. See,
we are going to be all right, and just use the resources. I know sometimes it's a little scary when you're telling people your personal and private information, but these are trusted people who are trying to help you to navigate this journey, because it is a difficult journey. I mean, people have lost everything. How emotional. I can't imagine, even when you describe it on paper, telling someone, they will never know the value of the things you're talking about, but they are here to help you navigate that journey so that you can come out whole.
That's it. Come out whole. And at the end of the day, I always say at the end of the day, we need to realize that we are better together. We have so much to offer to our community. And you can get totally overwhelmed, but you cannot get totally overwhelmed if we all participate, because that's what it's all about. In addition to us all participating, y'all, we are sponsored this month by the Caramel Room. As you all begin to drop your affirmation words in the chat, we're sponsored by the Caramel Room, Pure by Pure. And they also have some events that are coming up this weekend. And also on Mondays, yo, they literally have something happening on this weekend because, you know, have you ever had a play cousin?
Yes.
So they say that we are all cousins, right? And so they're having a block party on July the 5th. And it's going to be 3 levels. They got DJ Sir Thorough, DJ Bounce, and DJ Cut will be on the rooftop. And it's called We Are All Cousins, literally 1600 North Broadway, this weekend, 6 p.m. until 12 a.m. I don't know if I can stay out that late, but I might have to come play a little bit. And guess what? They got them red cups, lady, y'all. They got those red cups.
And I love the Caramel Room. It is beautiful. They have plenty of parking and it's all lit up. They have security. So it is for the grown folks. And you can be grown and sexy.
You can be grown and sexy. And on Mondays now, each and every Monday, they have the views. If you ever been to the rooftop or if you haven't, you really need to check that out. You might even see someone there that kind of resembles Divine T and Lady O, right?
Absolutely. And we'll put the information out. We are going to be at the Views on at least once a month on a Monday. So we'll let all the owners know when we're going to be at the Views and you all come out. We would love to meet you. I always say, if you see us out in public, please stop and say hello. And I love it when people say, Lady Yo. I was at an event. I was the MC at St. Louis City Hall for Juneteenth. And when I was walking through, the young lady, she says, I know you. Hey, Lady Yo. I was like, oh my goodness, that was just so wonderful. And it's so warm. So see us at the Caramel Room at least once a month on a Monday at the Views, and we will have a good old time.
That's it. I hope you all are putting your words in the chat. You definitely can. If you don't put them in now, put them in later. But Lady O, we got to ask you, what is your affirmation word for today?
Cheer. I am cheering on St. Jude. I'm cheering on Valderas, and I am cheering on the coalition. I love cheering people on so that they can accomplish all the things they want to do. So my word is cheer.
Well, you know what? I think I'm going to go backwards today when it comes to the Joy Cipher, because I want to make sure that we cover everybody that has been on today, because today has been an amazing show. And you know what, Lady O, I'm cheering on you, because when you come out and you MC, you show up and you show out. Yes, she does bring the $1 million smile, but she pulls out the $1 million money. She makes sure that everybody participates in making sure that they hold the community down. So as we continue to walk in peace, we want to understand that there are times in our lives where we may have to give each other a little bit of grace, but also realize that gratitude is so important for us to know that we are happy and thankful for everything. We have to understand that you do need to have the faith of a mustard seed, and that's how we grow in abundance. We also need to know that when we celebrate life, we continue to make sure that we take care of life and we take care of everyone. This is what a cohesive bond looks like in our community. So you all keep striving and understand that we will always be community strong, because this is what STL strong looks like. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that you all stay connected to us, follow us, and we want to bring you what, Lady O?
Peace, love, and positivity.
Remember, y'all, tomorrow isn't promised. So own your
now.
I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say, I am